Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Now on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Filling in now, Jacob DeGrom. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit on the ground down the first base here, 0-1.
We got two down.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Third inning, no score to this point. Now a swing as he pulls this one down the line and right. In there, a base hit.
Relay, here we go, relay.
The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Now batting,
Jose Ramirez will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
No taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Hit to short. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Number 42 will get his first cuts here.
catcher, number 42.
Swinging a soft liner, leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
And despite the fact that this ball isn't hit all that hard, it's not always an easy play to make out there. A lot of times, right off the bat, your mind kind of sees that ball as a hard line drive. And we've seen guys mistime that ball and jump too early.
Neil Walker is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
Swing and a miss as Walker's in a hole here. No balls and 2 strikes. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The next 0-2 now. Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away. So with 1 away now, a chance for the left fielder to bat with the bases empty. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. And a high strike there, 0-1. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, what's the best way to make sure that cleanup guy doesn't get to hit with runners on base? How about back-to-back strikeouts? That'll do the job.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hanley Ramirez is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
Hey, we got 2.
That's a ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
And another foul ball. Set to deal on 2-2. Skied into very shallow right. Kepler has a beat on it. And that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. And we are tied 0-0. Number 42 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
42.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
First pitch on its way. swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Leading off the inning, Jay Bruce, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
The windup and the 0-1. Chopped in front of home plate. Wilson gonna have to hurry. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Cameron Rupp. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And that's in there for strike 1.
You can tell here, in his mind, he's thinking, quick inning. He's not even trying to set guys up. He's coming right after them.
And he falls behind 0-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Rupp is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting.
Oh, this one could have been trouble. But that's a nice play behind the plate to clear himself of the runner and then make a good throw on to first base to get the put out.
Here we go right now.
Standing in now, Wilmer Flores. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Called strike 0-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. This is line to left. A screaming night.
No runner, no runner.
Now batting.
Number 42 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
A lot of these guys have come into these at-bats trying to be the aggressor, trying to make something happen. But what has happened is that they've swung and missed themselves into some early holes.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit hard to short. Right to him. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Jacob deGrom will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th.
And you know, guys, it's never fun to have your pitcher leading off an inning for you in this situation. But, hey, who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky.
Hit to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting. Third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. The throw into second, the tag, and he's out at second base. He probably should have stayed right where he was.
Second baseman, Neil Walker.
Neil Walker will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Hey, we got 2 down now. 2 down.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Here we go, guys. Let's
Chopped
do it.
foul right at home plate. Hit hard towards second. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. A ball ticketed for right center, but the ticket is revoked as he goes up to pull this one down. We're back in Philadelphia right after this.
Hey, come on.
Yoenis
get it.
Cespedes will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
Hey, no one down here.
And now this is foul tipped at the plate, and that appeared to catch a lot of the home plate umpire in the process. Hope he's all right down there. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, that's a hat trick for him now. His 3rd strikeout in the game. And I think the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to go down looking. That's almost like admitting you're beaten. That's a sinking feeling in that guy's stomach there.
Grounder down the line at 3rd. But this is foul for the 1st strike. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, it's the 7th inning. It looks like he's just jumped into the ball game. A strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Huh. He's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
Jay Bruce will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Lagares is under it, and that's the 3rd out. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. The Phillies lead it 2-0. Number 42 will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. First offering on its way. Lofted in the air out to right field. Bruce is under it to tuck this one away, and it's a 1-pitch out. Leading off the inning, Cameron Rupp. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
On to the eighth now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball one. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. Well, will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the eighth, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And here's a ball hit in the air. Number 42 in foul ground and taken in out there for the first out.
Now batting,
Wilmer Flores will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
get ahead.
Stepping in now, number 42. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Suarez has got it, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it here 2-0. Sean Gilmartin will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Surprised that there's no pinch hitter here?
Shocked is more the word for me.
1-1.
You're losing, but you're letting a reliever hit. I just don't get it.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Again, he sends it out of play. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Into the seats, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Yeah, we got one.
Grounded to the right. Refsnyder takes it in. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out. Neil Walker will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Right here.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. The 0-1 on its way.
Hey, 2 away now.
Line towards center field. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Yoenis Cespedes stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there's got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Not the largest crowd ever, but they're on their feet. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch one. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.